Welcome back to the table. Hey, family, it's Yolanda. It's Monday, so it's time for everybody at the table. And I'm super excited, as always, to be here with you. Last time we were together, we were talking about getting started. And I don't know if you've had the opportunity to get started. It's the summertime, so I'll give you a break. But if you haven't, get started. Whatever's holding you back, shed it and go. Hit the comments and let me know what you started since the last time we chatted. It was probably 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. Something you've been procrastinating about or thinking, I can't do it or not ready to do it. Hopefully, that conversation encouraged you to move one step further. This week, I want to add a little bit to that conversation. Personally, I made a decision this week that's exciting, it's scary, overwhelming, and honestly, it is long overdue. I'm not ready to tell you exactly what it is yet. That story will come, but I took a leap. And after I made the decision, I realized something. It wasn't that other people had been holding me back, I had been holding myself back. Now, let me be vulnerable for a minute. There are parts of my life where I feel incredibly brave. I can walk into a room, I can lead organizations, I can stand in front of hundreds of people and speak. I can make difficult decisions. But there are parts of my life where my past, my trauma, and my experiences have made me a lot less brave. Somewhere along the way, I taught myself to diminish. Let that sit for a minute. I taught myself to stay comfortable. I taught myself to stay where I was good enough instead of stretching toward what I am most capable of becoming. And recently, I started feeling something that I couldn't ignore anymore. It was this internal discomfort that was unsettling for me. This sense that it was time for me to make a move on my next. It was time for me to stop thinking about what I wanted to do and actually act. Many of you know I'm a believer, I'm a Christian, so I'll tell you exactly how I experienced it. I heard it in my spirit. Y'all know when something speaks to your spirit. I heard it in my spirit. I heard it as a clarion call from God that you are playing yourself small. You're thinking small, you're limiting yourself. Take up more space. It was like that. That's what I heard. Take up more space. That was foreign to me because for so much of my life, I've been more comfortable shrinking than expanding. Now, I'm the youngest of four girls and I have a really big personality, but I'm just used to having to push through to get attention because when you're the youngest, right? I know people think you get attention automatically, but you got 3 steps ahead of you. In my case, I have 3 steps ahead of me. And so I was just used to doing my own thing and playing small because I didn't want to take up more attention from my mother or my parents because they were doing something or paying attention to the other people in the room. I was making sure everybody was okay and that everybody was comfortable but me. And somewhere along the way, I forgot to ask whether I was making room for myself. And that's what I want to leave you with today. Take up more space. Simple. Get started and take up more space. Now, let me explain what I mean because I don't want you to think I'm telling you to be selfish. I'm not telling you to quit your job tomorrow. I'm not telling you to blow up your life. That's not what I'm saying. I'm asking you to take inventory. Where are you playing small? Where have you been making yourself smaller than your gifts? Where have you been considering someone else's comfort before your own calling? Where have you convinced yourself that where you are is where you're supposed to stay, that this is it, there's no more for you? Where have you done that? Ask yourself these hard questions because the world is vast, y'all. There is so much room, so much space in the void that needs to be filled. And you and I and everybody needs to take up the space created for them. Now, understand, taking up space is work, okay? The more space you take up, the more territory you have to be responsible for, to show up for, to be present for. So it's work. I've done it recently in my career. I kept saying yes to my boss, project after project, initiative after initiative. I just kept saying yes. And this is like this year. I just kept saying yes. And I looked up and I had like 19 different projects. And I'm like, okay, hold up. I don't need anything else to do. And here's the thing, y'all. It has not come with a promotion. It has not come with more money. But every time I stepped into a space that a void was left for leadership, I grew. The currency, the ROI, return on investment, the payoff isn't always tangibly money or something like that, but internally, I grew. And I got to see myself bigger and different because I was commanding more space. I became more of someone that I wasn't before. The same thing happened with this podcast. Nobody was talking about everybody at the table. All the podcasts that are out there, they create and they take up the space that they were created to take up. But I didn't hear this conversation. So I saw an opportunity and I'm creating space or energy in this moment where this void is, and people's lives, though it's not a ton of people listening, the 1, 2, 3, 10 people who regularly listen, or 20 people who regularly listen, I ain't look at the numbers lately, but those lives are changing. And for me, that's enough, and it will grow. If you're going to build your table, don't build a corner table. Build the biggest damn table you can imagine. That's it. That's all. Take up more space. You were never meant to shrink. Until next time, take care. And before I say down, honorable mention. Before I go, I want to give an honorable mention to the young Black woman who rode that train, Washington, D.C. over the 4th of July weekend. Did y'all see that photo of that? Where the white supremacists were on the train going to do their little march or whatever with their faces covered. And this young Black woman was surrounded by them. Now, her face looked bewildered. She was looking like, what the hell is going on? But not once did she shrink. Not once did she pull back. Not once do you see her try to run. She sits right there in her space that was created for her and did not allow them to crouch upon her space. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see us do. That's your reminder that even when forces that don't like you and oppose you are present, stand your ground, swell bigger, and consume all the space that is yours. But don't go stepping on nobody else's toes, all right? Stay within the boundaries of your space. If somebody else is over there, leave them alone. All right, that's all for real. Till next time, take care and die well. And I hope this encourages you. And tell me in the comments, let's share about what space you're taking up, what thing you're starting, because this is all conversation meant to ignite us. Take care.